Hi, I'm Ken, and I'm walking through our new garden collection called Garden Living. It's garden living because there's so many things that are alive here. Maybe not actually alive, but we tried to make it look like they're alive because our garden came alive this year with a lot of insects. I wanted to share them with you right away because I'm sort of excited about them. A lot of them are made out of metal. They're sculpted, they have sort of a rustic finish to it, almost look as if they've been aged outdoors for a few years already, which we all like that finish. There's patina, there's rust, there's butterflies, dragonflies, ants. There's a little collection with a butterfly and a dragonfly together. Tiny, little, some bigger pieces, whatever you need. I could see them setting on tables. I could also see some of the butterflies. You could probably attach them to a wall. There's not a hook on it, but I think you can make it happen because you're creative too. And then I'm looking at other things in this garden, and we have some new wind chimes here with that rustic feeling because that rustic finish is still popular in the garden. People like it, and your consumers like it, your customers like it. So we've continued it with this modern looking wind chime. There's some other new pieces in our garden that I have to share with you. I mentioned earlier in some of our other collections that there's tiny little treasures everywhere. You're gonna find them in our garden living. This treasure here is a little butterfly. It's a brightly painted little butterfly on metal. It's got a gold finish to it and edges. They're beautifully done. They come in two different colors, so make sure you see the other color too in our showroom. Some new lanterns that have that galvanized roof to it. We have the elongated ones, almost look like they could even be a chicken coop. This could go to our heritage collection. See how versatile our looks are and our items and our pieces. We also have other upright lantern sets that work beautifully in this garden-scape. I also have to talk about some of our mushrooms. They have that rusty finish too. We have it in a couple different sizes, perfect for making your little landscapes come alive. And of course, other than insects, you're gonna see some other life there too. You're gonna see some new gnomes. The gnomes with our faux moss hats on them. You'll see them a few different sizes. The mushrooms with the caps that are made with this mossy top. Some new bunny sculpts, fully covered with the moss. Couple different styles to pick from, couple different sizes. The color here just pops. This bright lime green moss just contrasts all of our rustic values of rust and the galvanized metal and the patina pieces, but they all come alive in garden living. There's nothing like sitting outside in the summer and listening to a water feature. And we sell a lot of fountains here at Melrose that I think are exceptional. And there's a few new ones in garden living that I think you really need to stop by and listen to. One is in a carved out trunk of a tree where the water's just cascading down through it. I think it's very interesting. The finish on it really looks realistic, along with some creeping moss on it. Another one is stacked stones. Now the rocks and the stones are just perfectly balanced to let the water flow freely. And the third one, well, it's stone related too, but they look more like columns of stone. Maybe something you would find in a cave or a cavern. But there's nothing like a water feature, and there's one place you can get it. That's Melrose Garden Living. One of the hottest current trends today are game and game pieces in the home, using them for decorated pieces. And in garden living, you're gonna come across this tic-tac-toe board. It's a cement piece, so it's heavy and weighted, and it's a great little piece just to have for the kids to play outdoors. And look at that, tic-tac-toe. But look at the pattern on here. It's a checkerboard pattern of green and white. Now we just left all of our moss-covered animals with the gnomes and the bunnies, and we saw that green is so important in our garden living. So we've carried this green feeling a little further in this pattern with the checkerboard squares of green and white, and we've brought it into some of our pieces, the pillow, there's runners there, and this fabric is all outdoor safe, water resistant, great for summer outdoor living. Some other pieces, as you'll see over here, there's a tray with that same pattern on the bottom and a little trinket box. Great looking for garden living. Mushrooms are another hot item this season, and you're going to find mushrooms in all of our collections, and I think they're more popular, are going to be a little bit more exciting in our garden living area because there's so many different mushrooms to pick from. As you can see, these two here, they come assorted, but they don't stand up. So that makes them exciting and a little interesting because you can just set them on a table. We also have them in an assortment of 4. These mushrooms, I think, are also interesting because they have that woven rattan look to it. They are resin, but they come in the 3 assorted. We also have oversized mushrooms like this one. You will find them sort of in a ceramic finish, and these I like because they're carved wood, but they have a flat top. 2 different sizes. They can be used as a little plant stand or just a little decorative riser to put on a table. And speaking of tables, look at this garden table. It comes with the 2 accessory chairs with it. It's got that bronze metal finish to it. It's a beautiful piece. They come the 3 pieces as one set. You'll also find another piece of furniture in our garden living collection. That's our new rocking bench. Yes, I did say bench. It's a bench for 2, but it rocks. You can sit in it all summer long and enjoy a glass of lemonade and watch the insects go by. A garden would not be complete without floral botanicals. And at Melrose, we brought in some beautiful botanicals this season. We have pre-made wreaths and bouquets made out of zinnia blossoms that have that dried appearance in soft lavender, pink, and coral colors. We have matching floral prints that have sort of what I would call classic flowers such as foxglove, stock, hollyhocks, canvas prints of beautiful shades of hollyhocks in pinks and lavenders with red. And then maybe your artwork needs a little bit more of a round format. We have a collection of 6 individual botanicals that will make any garden complete. Our garden living has a softer side too. We've seen all the bold colors with the bright greens, the checkered patterns, the bright oranges, yellows, and reds, and they all come alive in the garden. But there's a softer side to it too. We have some new sculpts like this bunny sculpt with a butterfly resting on his nose. It's a beautiful shade of blue-gray. There's a couple other sculpts that coordinate with it, along with new candle holders. Some new greenhouse lanterns or maybe a cloche container where you could put candles, flowers, or maybe a bunny or 2 inside of them. Our florals are soft in this area. They go from lavender to a little bit brighter purples and into soft pinks. Some of our new florals that I have to share with you are our new allium blossom, the iris bundle, and of course our beautiful Dutch bearded iris. The garden is alive, full of color, full of life, waiting for you.